Hello, history enthusiasts. I am Off the World, your guide through the nations of the world. This series is a tribute to the richness of our world, where we journey through a different nation every week, unraveling its history, culture, and unique facets. Now let's switch gears to our weekly riddle. What country, nestled in the heart of Europe, speaks 4 official languages and is known for its neutrality and precision? This country is a blend of picturesque landscapes and bustling urban life where tradition and innovation coexist harmoniously. Yes, you've guessed it right, it's Switzerland. Stay tuned as we unravel some incredible facts about this country, such as why it has never been involved in any war since 1815 or what makes its cheese so special. You might be surprised by what you learn. Switzerland, a small country landlocked within Europe, is a geographical wonderland. Occupying an area of 41,290 square kilometers, or approximately 15,940 square miles, this nation boasts a landscape as diverse as it is captivating. Nestled in the heart of the continent, Switzerland is home to nearly 8.5 million people, reflecting a mix of cultures and languages. Now imagine a land where the Alps, one of the world's most famous mountain ranges, span across the country, their snow-capped peaks reaching for the skies. These towering giants form a natural border, separating Switzerland from its neighbors and creating a stunning backdrop that leaves onlookers in awe. But Switzerland isn't just a mountainous marvel. The country also has sprawling valleys where wildflowers sway in the wind and rivers flow like silver ribbons through the emerald green countryside. These valleys, carved by glaciers over millennia, cradle quaint villages and bustling towns alike, offering a serene contrast to the rugged alpine terrain. Over 1,000 lakes dot the Swiss landscape, with their crystal-clear waters reflecting the beauty of the surrounding mountains and forests. Among these, Geneva and Lake Lucerne stand out, their shores home to vibrant cities and idyllic vineyards. Now let's turn our attention to Bern, the capital city. Despite its status, Bern maintains a charming, small-town feel. Nestled in a bend of the Aare River, the city's medieval architecture, cobblestone streets, and iconic clock tower transport visitors back in time, while the surrounding landscape of rolling hills offers a picturesque setting that truly embodies the Swiss spirit. Beyond its natural beauty, Switzerland's geography has played a crucial role in its history and culture. The mountains, valleys, and rivers have shaped the nation's identity, influencing from its regional dialects to its renowned outdoor pursuits. Switzerland, despite its relatively small size, proves that size doesn't limit the scope of geographical wonders one can offer. From its alpine peaks to its serene valleys and pristine lakes, Switzerland's landscapes are as diverse as its population. As we delve deeper into this nation's history and culture, we'll discover just how much these geographical features and demographic diversity have shaped the Swiss way of life. The history of Switzerland is rich and complex, tracing back to prehistoric times. The tale of this breathtaking country is as intricate and compelling as the Alps themselves, molded by the rise and fall of human history. Let's turn back the time to around 500 BC, when the Celts, the first settlers, made the Swiss plateau their home. They introduced a vibrant culture and a knack for arts and trade, laying the groundwork for modern Switzerland. Their impact echoes even today in Swiss town names and Celtic artifacts scattered throughout the country. However, they weren't the only ones to leave their imprint on Switzerland. Around 15 BC, the Romans came, ushering in significant alterations. They established roads, bridges, and towns, many of which are still standing today. Moreover, they introduced their own legal and administrative systems, setting the stage for the Swiss Confederation. Under Roman rule, Switzerland blossomed. Trade boomed, cities expanded, and the region became an integral part of the Roman Empire. But as history shows us, all empires eventually crumble. The Battle of Augusta in 378 AD signaled the beginning of the end for the Roman Empire's influence in Switzerland. After them came the Alemanni and the Burgundians, Germanic tribes who further influenced the cultural and linguistic landscape of Switzerland. They brought their own traditions and languages, which over the centuries developed into the unique Swiss dialects we hear today. So, as we can see, Switzerland is more than just a land of mountains and lakes. It's a cultural melting pot, a tapestry woven from countless civilizations, from the Celts to the Romans, from the Alemanni to the Burgundians, and through the pivotal moments like the Battle of Morgarten in 1315, where the Swiss Confederation scored a decisive victory against the Habsburgs. Each group and battle has left its mark on the land and its people. These early civilizations and landmark battles laid the groundwork for the Switzerland we know today. As we continue our exploration of Swiss history, we'll see how these ancient roots still guide the nation's trajectory. Stay with us as we delve deeper into the captivating chronicle of Switzerland. One cannot talk about Swiss history without mentioning the legendary figure of William Tell. This tale is steeped in folklore and tradition, a story that resonates with the spirit of rebellion and freedom that has shaped Switzerland. William Tell, a skilled marksman and a man of the people, lived during the early 14th century under the oppressive rule of the Habsburgs. His defiance against the tyrannical Austrian governor Gessler sparked a rebellion that would change the course of Swiss history. According to the legend, Gessler had placed his hat on a pole in the village square, ordering all the townsfolk to bow to it. When Tell refused, he was arrested and given a cruel challenge to shoot an apple off his son's head with his crossbow. If he missed, both would be executed. But Tell, famed for his marksmanship, split the apple with a single bolt, sparing his son's life. This act of defiance ignited the flame of rebellion among the Swiss against the foreign rule. Yet, the significance of the William Tell legend goes beyond this act of rebellion. It embodies the spirit of Swiss independence, a tale of courage in the face of oppression that has reverberated through the centuries. The story has been immortalized in the plays of Friedrich Schiller, the operas of Gioacchino Rossini, and countless pieces of literature and art, becoming a symbol of Swiss national identity. The legend of William Tell continues to inspire the spirit of freedom and resistance in Switzerland. It reminds us of the resilience of the Swiss people, their love for their land, and their determination to protect their freedoms. As we delve deeper into the history of Switzerland, keep the story of William Tell in mind, a symbol of the Swiss spirit, a beacon of hope in the face of adversity. The road to Swiss independence was not an overnight journey. It was a story woven with unity, resilience, and diplomacy extending over centuries. Picture this: it's the late 13th century, and three alpine cantons, Uri, Schwyz, and Unterwalden, are feeling the pressure of the influential Habsburg dynasty. To safeguard their autonomy, they formed a defensive allegiance in 1291, etching the first line of the Swiss Confederation's history. Yet, this was merely the prologue. Over the ensuing centuries, the Confederation enlarged, welcoming more cantons into its embrace. However, the journey was not without its hurdles. Internal power struggles, religious conflicts, and invasions marked the path. But the Swiss spirit endured. Now let's fast forward to the early 19th century, dawn of a new epoch. The Napoleonic Wars had swept Europe, leaving no country untouched, including Switzerland. But in the aftermath of this turmoil, the Swiss seized an opportunity for change. The Act of Mediation, a significant compromise led by Napoleon Bonaparte, was established in 1803. It provided a new federal constitution that balanced the rights of individual cantons with the central government's power, transforming the Swiss Confederation into a more centralized federal state. Yet, the Swiss desire for unity and independence was insatiable. They yearned for a truly unified and independent nation. And so, in 1848, after much consideration and negotiation, the Swiss federal constitution was adopted. This marked a pivotal moment in Swiss history, a moment when the Swiss Confederation morphed into the Swiss Federation, a sovereign state with a centralized government. This constitution, albeit revised, continues to guide Switzerland today, underpinning stability, prosperity, and the treasured Swiss neutrality. And thus Switzerland claimed its place on the global stage, from a defensive alliance of three cantons to a prosperous neutral federation. The journey of Swiss independence is a tale of unity, resilience, and an unwavering commitment to peace and democracy. Like any nation, Switzerland has had its shares of trials and triumphs. Let's delve into the fascinating tapestry of Swiss history. In the 16th century, Switzerland was swept up in the tides of the Reformation. This period marked a seismic shift in religious, cultural, and political landscapes as the Protestant Reformation challenged the hegemony of the Catholic Church. Switzerland became a crucial battleground for these religious ideologies, leading to the division of the Swiss cantons into Catholic and Protestant regions. Fast forward to the early 19th century and we find Switzerland throes of the Napoleonic era. The French general's conquest didn't spare Switzerland and the country was transformed into the Helvetic Republic under French tutelage. This name, Helvetic Republic, appears to be a nod to the Helvetii, the Gaulish tribe that resided in the Swiss plateau before the Roman era. This period was a time of turmoil, yet it also laid the foundation of the Swiss federalism. Amidst these tribulations came an event that galvanized the Swiss spirit of humanitarianism. The Red Cross, an international humanitarian organization, was born here in 1863. Inspired by the horrific scenes he witnessed at the Battle of Solferino, businessman and social activist Henri Dunant, who later received the first ever Nobel Peace Prize, along with Gustave Moynier, a Swiss jurist and humanitarian, founded the Red Cross. Together with three other influential figures, they became known as the Committee of Five. The Red Cross was dedicated to providing aid in times of war or natural disaster, mandated to uphold the Geneva Conventions, and aimed to protect life and health, ensuring respect for all human beings, particularly during armed conflicts and other emergencies. And then there were the world wars of global chaos and devastation. Yet amidst this international turmoil, Switzerland managed to maintain its neutrality. During the First World War, Switzerland served as a haven for refugees and prisoners of war. In the Second World War, its neutrality was tested more severely, as it was encircled by the Axis powers. Despite these immense pressures, it managed to maintain its stance of neutrality, providing a sanctuary for those fleeing persecution. In the post-war era, Switzerland has continued to play a significant role on the world stage. The nation has been pivotal in international humanitarian efforts, largely due to its hosting of the Geneva Conventions. These conventions, 4 in number, were born out of the need to protect the rights and lives of individuals caught up in the brutality of armed conflicts. They set the standards for international law for humanitarian treatment in war and marked the significant progress in the universal fight for human rights. Switzerland served as the birthplace for these conventions, reiterating its commitment to peace, neutrality, and human rights. From its position as the home of the Red Cross to its role as a hub for international diplomacy in Geneva, the nation has consistently strived towards promoting peace and humanitarian values. The Red Cross's mission has been pivotal in global humanitarian aid and relief operations. Through it all, Switzerland has remained a beacon of stability and peace. Its history is not just a tale of survival, but of a nation that has consistently punched above its weight, making its mark in the annals of global history. Switzerland is renowned for its policy of neutrality, a defining characteristic that has shaped its history and global standing. Let's delve into why Switzerland chose this path and how it has influenced the nation's role in the world. Historically, Switzerland's geographic location, nestled among major European powers, necessitated a stance of neutrality. The country's unique position in the heart of Europe, coupled with its diverse mix of linguistic and religious groups, fostered a desire to maintain peace and avoid entanglement in external conflicts. This policy of neutrality became official with the Treaty of Paris in 1815, and since then, Switzerland has been a beacon of stability and hasn't been involved in a war. But what does this neutrality mean for Switzerland's international relations, and how does it shape its role in global affairs? Switzerland's neutrality has allowed it to serve as a mediator in global disputes, fostering dialogue and negotiation where others may face barriers. Over the years, it has hosted numerous peace talks, providing a neutral ground for conflicting parties to seek resolution. In addition, Switzerland's neutrality also plays a pivotal role in its humanitarian pursuits. It's no coincidence that the Red Cross, an organization dedicated to providing aid without discrimination, was founded here. Switzerland's neutrality is not simply a passive stance. It's an active commitment to peace and diplomacy. From mediating international disputes to providing humanitarian assistance, Switzerland's neutrality has been a force for good in the world. It's a testament to the nation's commitment to fostering a more peaceful and just world. From bustling cities to serene villages, Switzerland is a tapestry of enchanting locales. Let's start with Zurich, the largest city in Switzerland. It's a global center for finance and banking, but don't let that fool you into thinking it's all business. Zurich is a vibrant city with a rich cultural scene, from its numerous museums and galleries to its lively nightlife. And then there's the beautiful Lake Zurich and the stunning Wettliberg Mountain. It's a city that seamlessly blends the urban and the natural. Moving on, we find ourselves in Geneva, the city of peace. Not only is it home to the European headquarters of the United Nations, but it also houses major international institutions like the Red Cross, the World Health Organization, and CERN, the European Organization for Nuclear Research, bolstering its global standing. Geneva is truly a melting pot of cultures, welcoming people from all corners of the globe. Geneva's Old Town is a journey back in time, with narrow, winding streets and historic buildings, while the iconic Jet d'eau on Lake Geneva is a testament to the city's innovative spirit. Next, let's take a detour to Lucerne, nestled between snow-capped mountains and the pristine Lake Lucerne. It's a city where the old and the new coexist in harmony. The Chapel Bridge, a centuries-old wooden bridge, and the futuristic Culture and Convention Centre are just a stone's throw away from each other. But Switzerland isn't just about its cities. The country's rural regions are just as captivating. The Emmental region, known for its eponymous cheese, is a pastoral paradise with rolling hills and traditional Swiss farms. Then there's the Engadine Valley, with its rugged mountains and crystal-clear lakes. It's a haven for outdoor enthusiasts. And let's not forget the vineyards of Lavaux, a UNESCO World Heritage Site. These terraced vineyards overlooking Lake Geneva are a sight to behold, especially during autumn when the leaves turn a dazzling array of colors. Each city and region adds a unique thread to the Swiss tapestry. Each offers a different glimpse into the Swiss way of life, from the cosmopolitan cities to the tranquil countryside. It's this diversity that makes Switzerland such a fascinating country to explore. In Switzerland, language is a colorful affair. This small, mountainous nation, nestled in the heart of Europe, is a melting pot of cultures and languages, boasting not one, not two, but 4 official languages. Yes, you heard that right, 4. The Swiss-German dialect, or Schweizerdeutsch, is the most widely spoken language, used by nearly 2/3 of the population. It's a unique dialect, quite distinct from standard German, and even Germans might find it tricky to understand. Then there's French, spoken mainly in the western part of Switzerland, known as Romandie. The Swiss French, or Romande, is similar to the French spoken in France, but with its own Swiss charm. Moving south, we find Italian, primarily spoken in the canton of Ticino and parts of Graubünden. Swiss Italian is very similar to standard Italian, but with a few regional variations and a charming Swiss Italian accent. Lastly, we have Romansh, a language that dates back to the Roman Empire and is spoken by a small percentage of Swiss people, primarily in the canton of Graubünden. It's a fascinating language with features from both Latin and the Alpine dialects, and it's one of the few Romance languages that has preserved the 3-gender system of Latin. But the linguistic diversity doesn't stop there. In addition to these 4 official languages, you'll also find a smattering of other languages spoken by the multicultural Swiss population, including English, Portuguese, Spanish, and Albanian, to name a few. So if you're planning a trip to Switzerland and wondering which language to brush up on, well, you might need to learn a phrase or two in a few different languages. But don't worry, most Swiss people are multilingual, so you'll have no trouble communicating. In Switzerland, language isn't just a means of communication. It's a reflection of the country's rich and diverse cultural heritage. The languages of Switzerland are as diverse as its landscapes. Faith plays a significant role in Swiss society. In the heart of Europe, Switzerland is often seen as a crossroads of different cultures and beliefs. This diversity is also reflected in the country's religious landscape. The predominant religion in Switzerland is Christianity, with Roman Catholicism and Protestantism being the 2 major denominations. Catholicism and Protestantism have both played pivotal roles in shaping Swiss society. A key turning point in Swiss religious history was the Protestant Reformation of the 16th century, which left a profound impact on Switzerland. This movement started in Germany, led by Martin Luther, a theologian who protested against certain practices of the Roman Catholic Church. The Reformation then spread to Switzerland, where it was championed by figures like Huldrych Zwingli and John Calvin. The Reformation was fueled by the desire for religious reform and a reaction against the perceived corruption and decadence within the Catholic Church. It not only altered the religious landscape, but also influenced the development of politics, education, and culture. The division of Swiss society into Catholic and Protestant regions was one of the most outcomes of the Reformation. Today, Catholicism is more prevalent in the central and eastern parts of Switzerland, whereas Protestantism has a stronger presence in the northern and western regions. These geographical distinctions have origins in the historical events and migrations that were influenced by the Reformation. Religious diversity is a hallmark of Swiss society, extending beyond Christianity. There's a significant presence of other religious communities, including Muslims, Jews, Hindus, Buddhists, and those who identify as non-religious. Swiss culture has been shaped by these religious influences in various ways. For instance, many of the country's holidays and festivals have religious origins, such as Christmas, Easter, and Corpus Christi. These celebrations often involve distinctive regional customs, reflecting the diversity within Swiss Christianity. Switzerland's commitment to peace, neutrality, and humanitarian aid has been influenced by its religious values. Many Swiss charities and international organizations have roots in religious communities, demonstrating how faith continues to inspire social action in Switzerland. Despite the influence of religion, Switzerland also has a strong tradition of secularism. The Swiss constitution guarantees freedom of religion and belief, and the country is known for its respect for religious diversity and individual choice. In conclusion, religion in Switzerland is a complex tapestry woven from threads of history, culture, and personal belief. It's a testament to the country's rich cultural diversity and its commitment to freedom and respect for all. Religion in Switzerland is a testament to the country's rich cultural diversity. Switzerland's national symbols are a reflection of its proud heritage and unique identity. The Swiss flag, for instance, is a powerful emblem that resonates with the people of Switzerland and has a story all its own. The flag boasts a bold, red square with a white cross in the center, a design that has remained unchanged since the mid-19th century. It is one of only two square sovereign state flags, the other being the flag of Vatican City. The white cross represents the Christian faith, reflecting the country's historical ties to Christianity. Moreover, the Swiss cross, or the Federal Cross as it is officially known, is more than just a symbol on the flag. It is a national emblem used in various aspects of Swiss life, from military insignia to the Red Cross emblem, which was based on the Swiss flag by reversing its colors. The Swiss cross embodies unity, neutrality, and independence, principles deeply ingrained in Swiss culture. Another prominent component of Switzerland's national symbols is its coat of arms. It displays a white cross on a red shield, resonating with the design of the Swiss flag. The Swiss of Arms is a symbol of federal authority and is present on official documents, Swiss franc coins, and on passports, emphasizing the national identity wherever it is present. Turning to the nation's anthem, the Swiss Psalm, its lyrics speak to the country's majestic landscapes and the values of freedom, peace, and solidarity. Composed in 1841 by Albrecht Zwissig, a Swiss monk, and set to lyrics by Leonhard Widmer, the Swiss Psalm was officially adopted as the national anthem in 1981. Its verses echo the serene beauty of Switzerland's mountains and valleys, and its chorus is a heartfelt prayer for the welfare of the country. Switzerland also has a host of symbols that are less officially recognized but equally cherished. The alpine ibex, a species of wild goat, is often associated with the country, as is the edelweiss flower, symbol of alpine beauty and resilience. In essence, these symbols serve as a mirror of Switzerland's history, its values, and its spirit. They are much more than mere representations. They are the heart and soul of Swiss identity. Every time the Swiss flag is hoisted, the anthem is sung, the coat of arms is displayed, or the Swiss cross is sighted, it is a moment of national pride and unity, a testament to the enduring spirit of this remarkable nation. Have you ever wondered how Switzerland got its name? The name Switzerland is derived from one of its founding cantons, Schwyz. The term Swiss was initially used to refer to the inhabitants of Schwyz. As the Confederation grew, the term was extended to include the entire Confederation, irrespective of the canton. The name Switzerland was officially adopted in the Federal Constitution of 1848, the same document that designated Bern as the federal city. This marked a significant step in the consolidation of Swiss national identity, cementing the country's name in the annals of history. Let's dive into some surprising trivia. Did you know that Switzerland, famous for its peaks, is also known for its tunnels? Indeed, the Swiss have a knack for tunneling through mountains. They've created an extensive tunnel system, including the Gotthard Base Tunnel, which holds the title as the world's longest railway tunnel. With a length of 57.1 kilometers or 35.5 miles, it winds through the Swiss Alps, connecting northern and southern Europe. Here's another interesting fact. Until 1848, Switzerland didn't have a capital city. The Swiss Confederation, established in 1291, functioned for centuries without a central seat of power. Now, let's indulge in some sweetness. Switzerland is a hub for chocolate production. It not only consumes more chocolate per capita than any other country, but it also produces some of the world's finest chocolates. The Swiss were the ones to introduce conching, a technique that gives chocolate its smooth texture, and milk chocolate to the world. On another delightful note, did you know that Switzerland won Eurovision in 2024 with The Code, adding to their previous victories in 1956 and 1988? Moving on, let's talk timekeeping. Switzerland houses some of the world's most prestigious watch manufacturers, with brands like Rolex, Patek Philippe and Tag Heuer all originating from here. And finally, despite being neutral, Switzerland is heavily fortified. It has a policy of armed neutrality, maintaining a robust defense force without participating in armed conflicts. From its mountainous tunnels to its mouth-watering chocolates, its late establishing capital city to its precise timekeeping and its unique military policy, Switzerland indeed never ceases to amaze. Swiss cheese, known for its distinctive holes, is a culinary delight that has found its way into kitchens worldwide. But have you ever wondered how those characteristic holes are formed? Well, the secret lies in the unique process of making Swiss cheese. During fermentation, bacteria consume lactic acid and release carbon dioxide gas. This gas gets trapped, forming bubbles that create the distinctive holes. Now, Swiss cheese isn't just one type of cheese. It includes a variety of cheeses like Emmental, famous for its large holes and nutty taste, Gruyere, known for its creamy nutty flavor, and Appenzeller, celebrated for its spicy and fruity tang. Each cheese has its unique characteristics, and they all play a significant role in Swiss cuisine. From being an essential ingredient in traditional dishes like fondue and raclette to being savored on its own, Swiss cheese has made a name for itself globally. So the next time you bite into a sandwich with Swiss cheese, remember you're tasting a piece of Swiss culinary heritage, a testament to the nation's rich traditions and innovative spirit. Switzerland is not just a land of breathtaking landscapes and rich history. It's also a land of innovation and contribution to the world. Swiss inventors and scientists have made some landmark contributions to the world. Did you know that the World Wide Web was invented by Tim Berners-Lee, a British scientist, while he was working at CERN, the European Council for Nuclear Research in Geneva, Switzerland? Yes, the very technology enabling us to share this video with you has its roots in Swiss soil. Moving on, let's talk about the Swiss pharmaceutical industry. Companies like Novartis and Roche are global leaders in the field, making significant contributions in the development of life-saving drugs and therapies. Switzerland is also home to some of the world's leading universities and research institutions, such as the Swiss Federal Institute of Technology, contributing to advancements in various fields from engineering to economics. So, from the invention of the World Wide Web to breakthroughs in pharmaceuticals, from the establishment of the Red Cross to cutting-edge research, Switzerland has made and continues to make significant contributions to the world. Switzerland's innovations remind us that this small, landlocked country punches well above its weight on the global stage. Switzerland's political system is a model of stability. It's not just a statement, but a testament to the country's unique form of governance, which is a fascinating blend of direct democracy and federalism. Let's start with the direct democracy aspect. Unlike many countries where citizens elect representatives who then make decisions on their behalf, in Switzerland, the people have a direct say in their country's affairs. They're called upon to vote on various issues several times a year. This can range from local matters such as funding for a new school building to national issues like changes to the constitution. This system ensures that the voice of every Swiss citizen is heard and plays a role in shaping the country's future. Now let's delve into the federalism part of the Swiss political system. Switzerland is divided into 26 cantons, each with its own constitution. The cantons are largely autonomous and responsible for areas such as education and healthcare. This decentralization allows for flexibility and ensures that decisions are made by those who understand the local context best. At the national level, power is shared among the 7-member Federal Council, which acts as the collective head of state. Members of the council are elected by the Federal Assembly, and each councillor heads a government department. Instead of a single person at the helm, decisions are made collectively, reflecting the country's emphasis on consensus and cooperation. Switzerland's political system is a delicate balance between the power of the people and the need for effective governance. It is a system that values the voice of its citizens and respects the diversity of its cantons. It's a model that has kept the country stable and prosperous. In a world that often seems increasingly polarized, Switzerland stands as a beacon of how consensus and direct participation can lead to a harmonious society. It's a testament to their belief that when everyone has a say, the result is a more equitable and inclusive nation. Switzerland's political system is a testament to its commitment to democracy and consensus. As Switzerland has given the world some remarkable individuals, some of those you might already know from our previous chapters and some hidden gems waiting to be discovered. Let's start with a name synonymous with genius, Albert Einstein. This theoretical physicist, best known for his theory of relativity, spent crucial years of his life in Switzerland. It was in the Swiss Patent Office where he had his miracle year, producing 4 groundbreaking papers that would revolutionize the world of physics. In the realm of sports, one name stands out like the Swiss Alps on a clear day: Roger Federer. This tennis maestro, born in the city of Basel, has served his way into the record books with an astonishing 20 Grand Slam titles. Federer's elegance on the court, sportsmanship and philanthropy have made him a beloved figure, not just in Switzerland but globally. Switzerland's contributions extend to the arts as well, with individuals like H.R. Giger, the surrealist artist responsible for the chilling creature design in the movie Alien. His unique biomechanical style has left an enduring influence on the world of science fiction and beyond. And let's not forget Ursula Andress, the Swiss film actress who rose to fame as the iconic Bond girl Honey Rider in Dr. No. Her emergence from the Caribbean Sea, clad in a white bikini, is one of the most memorable scenes in cinematic history. These are just a few of the individuals who have made Switzerland proud. From physics to tennis to arts and cinema, these personalities have shown the world the remarkable diversity and talent that this small mountainous country can produce. These personalities have left an indelible Swiss mark on the world. I hope you enjoyed our journey through Switzerland. There's always something new to discover in this picturesque land. If you've been inspired to learn more about the nations of the world, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and give this video a like. Your support goes a long way in helping us continue to bring these fascinating histories right to your screen. And if you have a country that you're burning to know more about, don't keep it to yourself. Drop us a comment below and let us know which nation you'd like us to explore next. Whether it's the sunny coasts of Spain, the bustling streets of Tokyo, or the breathtaking landscapes of New Zealand, we're ready to pack our virtual bags and set off on another adventure. Stay curious and keep exploring the nations of the world with me, Off the World. Before we say goodbye, here's one last intriguing fact about Switzerland. The nation is often referred to as the Water Tower of Europe. Why, you ask? Well, it's because Switzerland is the source of several significant rivers flowing into different parts of the continent. The Rhine, the Rhone, the Inn, and the Ticino all spring from the Swiss Alps, branching out to quench the thirst of various European nations. This not only underscores Switzerland's geographical importance, but also its role in sustaining the life and economy of Europe. Quite fascinating, isn't it? It's as if the veins of Europe start in the heart of Switzerland, carrying the lifeblood to the rest of the body. So, the next time you drink a glass of water in any part of Europe, remember, it might just have started its journey in the Swiss Alps. Until next time, keep exploring, keep learning, and keep making history.